In 2020, I was admitted to Heaven School. If you're not familiar with the concept of Heaven School, let me explain. In Alma 34:32, we learn that this life is the time to prepare to meet God. I've come to realize that life's trials are the most effective preparation for such a divine encounter. So if you're currently going through a trial, congratulations, you're in Heaven School. I did not want to return to Heaven School in 2020, but my application was submitted when my husband and I started trying to have children. Initially, I was disheartened about being there and reluctant to accept reality. My second year became even more challenging as I grappled with the truth. I faced every kind of natural human emotion, and at times felt as if heaven had forgotten me. I frequently asked, why, when I have such a righteous desire, can I not receive the blessing? My faith was severely tested, and I found myself at my lowest point. By the time I entered my third year of Heaven School, the Lord asked me for humility. He wanted me to expand my perspective and recognize this trial was greater than just my personal journey. During the third year, we faced 2 failed fertility treatments. Instead of questioning why, I began to ask, what should I do now, Lord? What lack I yet? Once I started asking these questions, I began to notice heaven's presence. Finally, in my junior year of Heaven School, I started progressing because I relied on Jesus Christ. As the heavens opened, I received specific guidance on the next steps I needed to take for my family. One of these promptings came one night as I was contemplating the high school girls at church whom I serve. Ask the girls to fast and pray for your future baby. I felt these words pierce me as I prayed. Initially, I felt selfish about making such a request, but heaven was teaching me to broaden my view. On Sunday, November 27th, as I was teaching them a lesson, I shared my deep desire to become a mother and the challenges I had faced. I asked the girls, can you fast and pray for Stephen and me to have a baby? To my great joy, they all agreed. A week later, I received a text from Heather Dominguez, the mother of Maya and Macy, who were then 16 and 14. The text read, "Hi Lacey, I wanted to thank you for giving us the opportunity to fast and pray for your family's hopes. My girls really impressed me yesterday. They must love you very much. They rarely skip 2 meals, and even though we offered them a small snack after church to be able to make it to dinner at 6 p.m., they declined and fasted the whole day. It was a demonstration of their love for you and their faith in miracles." Maya and Macy were not the only ones. We had nearly 10 high schoolers fasting and praying for us that day. In the following week, after 27 failed attempts, or rather 27 times of stepping up to the plate with a 0% batting average, Stephen and I hit a home run. I received my first positive pregnancy test. It was beyond belief. In my doubt, I requested a blood test the next morning. As I woke up in the early morning and got in the car, I was greeted by a sky filled with cotton candy clouds as the sun rose. While driving, I gazed towards the heavens and pondered, how can this be? It seemed impossible. My car filled with warmth, and suddenly I knew I had graduated. I knew heaven had never forgotten about me, and I knew that Heavenly Father loved me. While I've had many graduations, none can compare to my spiritual graduation in the car that day. There were no caps and gowns, no thunderous applause. It was just me and heaven. Since my graduation day, my perspective has expanded. I can now see that our trial was not just for me, but for my husband, the young women, and all of our family and friends who cheered us on from the stands. It was for all to witness a great miracle. It was for all to come closer to Jesus Christ.